In the vast theatres of World War II, amidst the chaos and destruction, emerged an unlikely hero, a 4-pound Yorkshire Terrier named Smoky. This is her story. It was 1944. The Pacific was a furnace of conflict. Amid the relentless bombing runs, thick jungles and sweltering heat, a group of American soldiers made a discovery that would change their lives. There, in an abandoned Japanese foxhole near Nadzab, New Guinea, a tiny pair of trembling brown eyes peeked out from the shadows. What they pulled out was not a weapon, not supplies, not even a trap. It was a tiny dog. No tags, no collar, no name.
Breaking news.
She was a Yorkshire Terrier, her coat matted and dirt-caked, her eyes haunted. Somehow she had survived the unforgiving jungle alone. How she got there remains a mystery to this day. That dog would go on to save lives, comfort the dying, perform miracles under fire, and inspire generations. But her journey started with one man. Corporal William "Bill" Wynne, a US Army Air Force aerial photographer, was stationed nearby. When he heard about the tiny dog, he felt a tug of connection. He bought her for £2 from another soldier, a spontaneous decision, one that would become the cornerstone of a lifelong friendship. Bill Wynne, a man of remarkable skill and dedication, was known for his keen eye and steady hand, essential traits for an aerial photographer during the tumultuous times of World War II. His job was not just about capturing images, it was about documenting history, providing crucial intelligence, and sometimes even boosting the morale of his fellow soldiers. The equipment he used was bulky and complex, yet he maneuvered it with the precision of a seasoned professional. One day, amidst the chaos and uncertainty of war, Bill's life took an unexpected turn. He came across a tiny Yorkshire Terrier, a dog that seemed out of place in the harsh environment of a military base. This little dog, later named Smoky, was no ordinary canine. She had been found in a foxhole, abandoned and alone, a small creature in a vast, war-torn world. When Bill first laid eyes on her, he felt an immediate connection, a sense of kinship that transcended the circumstances. The decision to buy Smoky for £2 was made on a whim, but it was a choice that would profoundly impact both their lives. Smoky quickly became more than just a pet. She was a companion, a source of comfort, and a symbol of hope. In a world where uncertainty was the only constant, Smoky provided a sense of normalcy and joy. She was small enough to fit into Bill's jacket pocket, and she often accompanied him on his missions, becoming a familiar sight among the troops. Smoky's presence had a remarkable effect on the soldiers. Her playful antics and unwavering loyalty brought smiles to faces that had long forgotten how to smile. She became a mascot of sorts, a tiny beacon of light in the darkness of war. Bill trained her to perform various tricks, and she quickly learned to navigate the complexities of military life. Her intelligence and agility were astonishing, and she soon became an integral part of the unit. One of the most notable moments in Smoky's military career was when she helped to run a telegraph wire through a 70-foot-long pipe. The pipe was too small for a person to navigate, but Smoky, with her small size and fearless nature, managed to pull the wire through, saving the soldiers from having to dig a new trench. This act of bravery and ingenuity earned her a place in military history and further solidified the bond between her and Bill. Bill Wynne's relationship with Smoky extended beyond the war. After returning home, he continued to care for her, and she became a beloved member of his family. Their story was a testament to the resilience of the human spirit and the profound impact that animals can have on our lives. Bill documented their adventures in his book, Yorkie Doodle Dandy, sharing their incredible journey with the world. Smoky's legacy lived on long after her passing. She was one of the first therapy dogs, visiting hospitals and bringing comfort to countless patients. Her story inspired many, highlighting the importance of the bond between humans and animals. Bill Wynne's spontaneous decision to buy a tiny dog for £2 turned out to be one of the most significant choices of his life, leading to a friendship that transcended the boundaries of war and time. In the end, Bill Wynne's story is not just about a man and his dog. It's about the enduring power of companionship, the unexpected turns life can take, and the small moments that can change everything. It's a reminder that even in the darkest times there is light to be found, and sometimes that light comes in the form of a tiny four-legged friend. At just 7 inches tall and 4 pounds, Smoky wasn't exactly what you'd call military material, but she had heart. In 1945, during the invasion of Luzon in the Philippines, Smoky's true worth was put to the test. The US needed to run a vital telegraph wire under an airstrip. The only way to do it? Through a narrow 8-inch wide, 70-foot-long pipe. Sending a soldier would have required digging up the airstrip, dangerous and time-consuming. The invasion of Luzon was a critical moment in the Pacific theater of World War II. Luzon, the largest and most strategically important island in the Philippines, was a key objective for the Allied forces. Capturing it would provide a crucial base for operations and help cut off Japanese supply lines. The battle was fierce, with both sides suffering heavy casualties. The terrain was challenging, with dense jungles, rugged mountains, and fortified positions making every advance a struggle. Amidst this chaos, a small Yorkshire Terrier named Smoky emerged as an unlikely hero. Smoky had been found in a foxhole in New Guinea by an American soldier and had since become a beloved mascot for the troops. Her small size and agility made her an ideal candidate for the dangerous mission of running the telegraph wire through the pipe. The task at hand was daunting. The pipe was only 8 inches wide and 70 feet long, with no room for error. The wire needed to be run through the pipe to establish a communication line that was vital for coordinating the movements of the troops and ensuring the success of the invasion. The alternative, digging up the airstrip, would have exposed the soldiers to enemy fire and delayed the operation significantly. Smoky's handler, Corporal William Wynne, carefully tied the wire to her collar and coaxed her into the pipe. The soldiers held their breath as Smoky disappeared into the darkness. The pipe was narrow and filled with debris, making the journey treacherous, but Smoky was determined. Inch by inch she made her way through the pipe, guided by the sound of Wynne's voice at the other end. The tension was palpable as the minutes ticked by. The soldiers knew that the success of the mission, and possibly their lives, depended on Smoky's ability to complete the task. Finally, after what seemed like an eternity, Smoky emerged from the other end of the pipe, the wire still securely attached to her collar. The soldiers erupted in cheers, their relief and gratitude evident. Smoky's successful mission was more than just a technical achievement. It was a testament to the bond between the soldiers and their canine companion, and a reminder of the unexpected ways in which heroes can emerge in times of war. Smoky's bravery and determination earned her a place in the hearts of the troops and a lasting legacy as one of the most remarkable animals to serve in World War II. The invasion of Luzon continued, with the Allied forces gradually gaining the upper hand. The telegraph wire that Smoky had helped to run played a crucial role in coordinating the movements of the troops and ensuring the success of the operation. The airstrip remained intact, allowing for the rapid deployment of reinforcements and supplies. As the battle raged on, Smoky continued to serve alongside the soldiers, providing comfort and companionship in the midst of the chaos. Her presence was a source of inspiration and morale, reminding the troops of the resilience and courage that could be found in even the smallest of creatures. In the years following the war, Smoky's story became a symbol of the extraordinary contributions made by animals in times of conflict. She was awarded numerous medals and honors, and her legacy was celebrated in books, documentaries, and memorials. Smoky's remarkable journey from a foxhole in New Guinea to the battlefields of Luzon is a testament to the enduring bond between humans and animals and the incredible ways in which they can support and uplift each other in times of need. The invasion of Luzon was a turning point in the Pacific Theater, paving the way for the eventual liberation of the Philippines and the defeat of Japanese forces. The bravery and determination of the soldiers and their four-legged companions played a crucial role in this victory. Smoky's story is a reminder of the countless acts of heroism, both big and small, that contributed to the Allied success in World War II. As we reflect on the events of the invasion of Luzon, it is important to remember the sacrifices made by those who fought and the unique contributions of animals like Smoky. Their stories are a testament to the resilience of the human spirit and the enduring power of companionship and loyalty in the face of adversity. So they sent Smoky. Holding the wire in her teeth, she navigated the cramped pipe. Every second passed like an hour. But then, a bark. Smoky emerged, tail wagging. She had done it. She had saved lives. Smoky, a tiny Yorkshire Terrier, was more than just a pet. She was a hero. During World War II, communication was crucial for the success of military operations. Soldiers relied heavily on radio equipment to relay messages and coordinate their efforts. However, setting up these communication lines was often a dangerous and challenging task, especially in the heat of battle. One day, the soldiers faced a daunting problem. They needed to run a telegraph wire through a narrow 70-foot-long pipe that was only 8 inches in diameter. The pipe was part of a vital communication line that had to be established to ensure the safety and coordination of the troops. The soldiers tried various methods to get the wire through the pipe, but all their efforts were in vain. The pipe was too narrow for any of the soldiers to navigate, and time was running out. That's when they turned to Smoky. Despite her small size, Smoky had already proven herself to be a brave and resourceful companion. She had accompanied the soldiers on numerous missions, providing them with comfort and boosting their morale. But this task was different. It required not just bravery, but also precision and determination. The soldiers carefully tied the wire to Smoky's collar and gave her a gentle pat. They knew the risks involved, but they also knew that Smoky was their best hope. With the wire securely attached, Smoky was placed at the entrance of the pipe. She looked back at the soldiers, her eyes filled with determination, and then she began her journey. Inside the pipe, it was dark and cramped. Smoky had to navigate through the tight space, all the while holding the wire in her teeth. The soldiers outside waited anxiously, their hearts pounding with every passing second. They knew that the success of their mission depended on Smoky's ability to make it through the pipe. As Smoky crawled through the pipe, she encountered numerous obstacles. The pipe was filled with debris and sharp edges that could easily injure her, but Smoky pressed on, her small body maneuvering through the tight spaces with remarkable agility. She was determined to complete her mission and help the soldiers who had come to rely on her so much. Minutes felt like hours as the soldiers waited for any sign of Smoky's progress. They listened intently, hoping to hear the sound of her paws or a bark that would signal her success. The tension was palpable, and the soldiers could do nothing but wait and hope. Finally, after what seemed like an eternity, they heard it. A faint bark from the other end of the pipe. The soldiers' faces lit up with relief and joy. Smoky had made it. She emerged from the pipe, her tail wagging and the wire still held firmly in her teeth. The soldiers rushed to her, showering her with praise and affection. Smoky had done it. She had saved lives. Smoky's bravery and determination had made a significant impact on the soldiers. Her successful mission not only ensured the establishment of the vital communication line, but also boosted the morale of the entire unit. Smoky became a symbol of hope and resilience, proving that even the smallest among us can make a big difference. In the years that followed, Smoky's story became legendary. She was awarded numerous medals and honors for her bravery and service. Her legacy lived on, inspiring countless others with her incredible tale of courage and determination. Smoky, the tiny Yorkshire Terrier, had truly saved lives and left an indelible mark on history. After the war, Smoky returned home with Bill. She became a national sensation, appearing on television and continuing her therapy work, comforting veterans and bringing smiles to countless faces. She died peacefully at age 14 and was buried in a World War II .30 caliber ammo box. Later, a bronze statue was erected in her honor. Smoky's story is not just about a dog, it's about resilience, courage, and the unbreakable bond between human and animal, even in the darkest of times. If this story touched your heart, please like, share, and follow Daily Cure for more true stories that deserve to be remembered.